Hello and welcome back to Marineford TCG. My name's Joe. Drink of the day is a cold can of Red Bull, and today I've been playing a little bit of green-purple Luffy. So yesterday I put out a poll on the posts section of the channel to see what people want to see in the coming weeks, and EB02 content seems to be more popular than OP10, so I figured let's dive in, and where better to start than with the main man himself. Green-purple Luffy is the flagship deck of EB02. It's the only new leader we're getting, and it sure is a doozy. Over in Japan, we saw the results from their EB02 format. This was borderline tier 0. We saw this dominate tournament after tournament from flagships and locals all the way up. And then at the Japan finals, this was by far the most represented and most successful deck. However, that tournament was taken down by a surprise deck in Red-Green Smoker, which was really cool to see. So, how do we think this is going to do in the Western format? Obviously, we've had bans. Doflamingo was probably the second most popular deck in the EB02 format. And of course, we're entering the format a little bit more developed than Japan was, about a month down the line. But I would be very, very surprised if this is not at the very, very top of tier 1, potentially even entering into that tier 0. I will be going over the cards and strategy of the deck. If you just want to skip straight to the gameplay, go straight ahead. So this deck is fundamentally a deck about playing lots of dudes, reusing your Don to get bonus value, and drawing a shed load of cards. This guy's effect, activate main once per turn, Don -2 if all your characters are Straw Hat crew, so you are locked into the Straw Hat archetype, but hey, there's worse archetypes to be locked into. You can set up to 2 of your rested Don as active, and then this leader gains 1000 power until the end of your opponent's next turn. So this is a 4 life 6k leader, basically. And you get to restand 2 Don. And this strategy is further enhanced by this new card, Sanjian Pudding, 5/7, Straw Hat Crew, Big Mom Pirates. On play, if you have equal or less Don cards than your opponent, you get to draw a card, which is a nice little bonus. And your turn, once per turn, when 2 or more Don cards are returned to your Don deck, you can draw 1 card from your Don deck and set it as active. So this turns your Don -2 into a Don -1, and also restands a Don itself. So with this on the board, your leader effect turns into Don -1, restand 3. Which is kind of crazy. And then you can use that Don to apply aggressive pressure, which this deck is really, really good at, or develop more characters, such as Zorojuro, who is a mainstay in this deck. You guys know what this does. It's been a mainstay of the mono-purple OP05 Luffy deck for a while now. Top 5 search for Straw. Really, really good. Vanilla stat line. Develops a nice meaty body. Notably not smaller than the leader, which is important. You don't want to give your opponent an easy target. And then increases your consistency in seeing more Sanjian Puddings, because fundamentally the strategy of this deck is play lots of Sanjian Puddings, develop other characters too, and then go for game with this guy, this Gear 2 Luffy. And this card's crazy. 6/7, Water 7 Straw Hat Crew. If your leader is multicolored and your opponent has 5 or more Don on their field, it gains Rush, so it's 6/7 Rusher, not bad at all. And then when attacking once per turn, you can return 2 active Don to your Don deck, set this character as active, and then you take a life to hand. Really nice for closing out the game. You can just stick 2 Don on him, do 9/9, pretty good. And this effect also procs your Sanjian Pudding effect, which is pretty cool. If you don't want to use your leader effect for whatever reason, well, you can proc Sanjian Pudding with this Luffy. But how are we going to make this deck consistent? Well, we've got 4 Nami Searcher. This is a palette swap of the red one from OP01. We've got 4 when you're at sea, you fight against pirates. Top 3 search for Straw, Heart, or Kid. We are playing a couple of Heart Pirates cards, but no Kid Pirates cards. But pretty good. And then 4 of the Going Merry that says on play, draw a card. And then you can activate main, rest this stage, give one of your dudes +2 cost for the turn. And this is really relevant. It hits a lot of breakpoints. For example, it sets your Sanji Pudding outside the range of a yellow Nami. It sets your Sanji Pudding and Monkey D. Luffy outside the range of a purple Big Mum. It sets your Zorojuro outside the range of a Trafalgar Law in Blue Dofi. Really good card, very versatile. And of course, into the heavy removal decks like Black and Usopp, this is just annoying for them to have to deal with. In terms of the supporting cast, well, we've got 4 of the Usohachi 2k, because it's probably the best purple or green Straw Hat 2k. We've got 4 of the Sanji 2k, who is a strong contender in this deck because you're always low on Don. So this is just a 3/6 blocker, which turns out that's quite good. And I've got 2 of this Sanji 2K. He's not the best card in the world, but it's a decent statted 2K, and I wanted more than 8. If you want to play Frenosuke, go ahead, but I really don't like Frenosuke. I prefer this Sanji. Also have 2 Luffy Taro. It's alright. I don't love this card, in all honesty. It's not come up that much in my testing, but it seems really reasonable, and at 2, you could. But if you want to swap something from this deck, absolutely you could swap this Luffy. Also got 2 of the Nico Robin. This is another new card out of EB02, a little blocker. 3/2/1k, blocker. On KO, Dom -1, look at the top 3, grab a Straw Hat Crew type card, add it to your hand. So this just helps you keep up hand tempo. You block a hit, you get a card back. You go hand neutral on playing this card and get to block a swing for just 3 Don. It's really good. And we've also got another value blocker in this 2020 Chopper. You know what he does. He's been popular in Foxy as well as Reiju. You do have to note with this card, this is not Straw Hat Crew. So not only can you not search this, but if you have this on the board in your turn, you cannot use your leader effect. If you play this, you've got to block with it on that same turn. And your opponent can be pretty tricky and just like not attack you. But if they're not attacking you, well, that kind of works out for you as well, right? But you've got to be careful. Make sure you use this Chopper. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to use your leader effect, and that'll suck. That's all the characters in the deck, and honestly, we don't have that many attacking characters, so that means towards the end of the game, you're going to have a lot of Don that you're either swinging with or going to use for some of these counter events. 4 Giant, well, obviously, we're a purple Straw Hat leader. We are playing Giant. It's really, really good. 2 Bargot. I've seen this at 4. I've seen this at 0. You could swap this for Gum Gum Jet Gatling, the 0 cost, if you really want to. But I do kind of like this. It's a 2 cost 4k counter. Then if you have 2 less life, you ramp a Don as rested. It's alright. Nothing too crazy. Trigger's quite cool. But just being a 4k counter is quite powerful. And can help you rejuvenate some Don towards the end of the game to give you more aggression when you're going for lethal. 2 of the Gamma Knife. And I forgot about this card in one of my games. Very, very embarrassing. But here we are. Really good. Obviously, you can search this off of when you're at sea. You can't search this off of the Nami or the Zorojuro, but it's really important for Kid. This deck struggles with Kid. If you can't get rid of the Kid, you're going to die quite quickly. And typically, your characters are not that big, and you don't play power down. So I am playing 2 of the Gamma Knife. This is mostly for the Red-Green Smoker matchup. I do think that will be quite popular in this format, but also good into other decks to play Kid like Bonnie. From my early testing, I do find that I like to go first with this deck, although second certainly isn't bad. Or if you are going first on 1 and 3, you're just going to start doing searches. You really need to see this pudding on 5, especially if you're going first. So you're going to be playing out Namis, going Merries, and when you're at sea, to just dig you towards that combo. You can also develop a Robin on 3, but I do prefer playing searches if I have them. Small note on sequencing, you always do this first if you're going to do this. If you have like a different line, if you hit something different, obviously don't do this. Go with your Nami if you need to hit. If you're on 6 and you want to see Sanji and Pudding, obviously go with the Nami first. But if you're like on 3 Don or 2 Don, always play the Going Merry first. Gain the guaranteed knowledge of the draw 1, and then you can use that knowledge to better inform your grab off of, for example, the Nami search. On 5 Don, you're going to play Pudding, and you can use your leader effect, and you're going to have 3 Don remaining. Ideally, you'll play Chopper to ramp back, so you don't lose any Don on this turn, which is crazy. You develop a 5/7, you get a blocker, you go to 6k, and you don't lose any Don. It's nuts. Then from there, the game becomes more freeform. If you've got another Sanji and Pudding, slam it, then your leader effect is entirely free. And after that, you can play out maybe a Zorojuro, the World Juro Oyster from there. On evens, again, in the early game, you want to do your searches. On 4, though, playing out Zorojuro is quite good. So if you've got the Sanji and Pudding already, just developing this on 4 is strong. Gives you an extra swing on that next turn, which is pretty cool. Then on that 6 Don, ideally, you'll do Sanji and Pudding into Zorojuro, but Sanji and Pudding into Chopper is also very powerful, because you will have 4 Don on evens after you play out and use your first leader effect. And then again, from there, the game just becomes more freeform. You've got so many options in this deck. You can do searches, you can spam board, you can go aggro. It's all going to depend on what your opponent is doing. I really like the versatility in the response that you have. So that's enough waffling about the list. Here's some games. Got a mirror. Wonder if he's playing the mirror tech. Let's find out. Are you supposed to just go first in mirror? Surely, right? I mean... you too, man. That's pretty good, right? We'll just keep this. Seems pretty reasonable. Yeah, I got no idea how prevalent the electrical lunar actually is. We're going to start with a Nami, though. What are we going to need in this matchup? We'll get one of these later. Next time we're going with this, a 2k could be alright. We've already got a giant. Could just take infinite giants, though. I'm just going to take a 2k. We'll take the Sanji. And then the turn. I'm really not sure how... This is my first time ever playing the mirror, so... Ready to get cooked, but we'll see. I imagine you sort of focus aggressing face, but then sometimes play board. I don't know. When you're at sea, you fight against pirates. That's a fun fact. Sure, we get a Zorojuro. It's not bad. We'll go with another Nami. I'm happy to just commit to doing loads of searches if we get them, but we don't. So I think we'll take the Secret Luffy now because we've already bottomed 1. And then we'll attack him for 7. So now the Don count is going to be really weird, right? It's going to be really weird to account for that because we're both doing lots of minus. He cycles out going merry. 5 and 5. Yep, no problem. We'll use that trigger. That's great. Another one of those. Sending one to the bottom is not amazing, but we've got another one in hand. And that's the main thing. Nico Robin. Sure. So he's going to do the thing where you let this die and then go back to 5 so that you can draw off the Sandpud. Seems reasonable. We don't have anything else to do. This Don could swing 5 with the Nami afterwards. It's not that bad. We get a card or a life. Either way, we're going with this. We're going to do 1, 2, 1, 2. Go 1. I don't think we're never swinging 9. We've got nothing else to do the Don. There's no point keeping 2 up for Bargo because we're on 3. So I think we'll just go with the Nami. We'll swing 6, see if he goes with the block. And then we'll just do 5 with the Nami. Give us a 2k. We'll give him a 5. Would have liked to have, I guess, the chopper would have been pretty good, but we didn't have it. What can you do? See, surely he has the pudding, right? Got to assume. He gave us a Frenoske there as well, which is interesting, because that's like a third 2k, which means he's on more than 8. Good to know. He didn't get to draw a card, but does have all these on Zorojuro, you would think, if he has it. Zorojuro. Zoro. Okay. Sure. You want to take out my Nami? It's fine, man. That's absolutely fine. We're going to go down to 2, because you always want to go down to 2. Never mind, we're not going down to 2, because he's taking out the Namis. That's an odd one. That's an odd one. Also, doesn't use the Merry. Oh, we were behind. That'll be why he didn't use the Merry. So we're going to have 5 after this. So we can do Zorojuro after the Sandpud. Let's swing 7. Because they play like a few 2Ks, but not tons. Does give us 1 there. Let's go with this. Don -2. Restand 2. Game 1. Game 1. How much do I want to take this out? Like, not much, but we could. We reasonably could. It's that or swing 7 at face, right? We're definitely playing the Zorojuro. Let's see what the Zorojuro gets us. There's no triggers to worry about. Could play the Merry. Swing 6 into the Zoro, play the Merry. I kind of like that. I can't lie. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that. We'll let this go. Never mind, give us another 2k. Wow, he's going pretty low on cards, but we'll see how it works out for him. 7 Don, does he have another Sandpud? We'll see. We don't. We don't have another one, but 2's pretty good. Hopefully we can defend this one. We don't have that much counter, but, you know, how much will he want to actually swing is the question. We're going to 8 next turn as well, so we can Zorojuro into Sandpud if we see it off the Zorojuro. Nami comes down. There we go. There's the Sampud. So he's going to go back to 5 Don after the Sampud. Seems pretty good. Can probably do some pretty big swings. So there's still have this Robin blocker on the board as well. Got to be playing this, right? Don't think there's anything else you'd play on this turn? Yeah, it's just the best card in the deck. None of us have got to draw cards off these, though. It's quite funny. Yep, 5 Don. Hopefully we can save this, but if we can't and he swings like really big into it, it's not the end of the world. Because we can develop this next turn and defend it with our events. 10 into 7, we actually can't save that. That kind of sucks. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. We're playing the same deck, man. You're not on at 6. I don't want to counter this. I want to go down to 2 for my Bargua. No trigger there. No triggers at all. That's tempting. That is tempting. If we get a Sampud, I mean, obviously it's a very good play. He's got 1 open for a giant. Gonna start with 6 at face. That's good. We get a 2k. How many? That's a lot of 2ks now, right? That's 4 2ks. And if he's playing the Frenoske, I imagine he's probably on 10. I've got the feeling he's just not got any more in his hand. It's just the feeling I get. I'm going to go with the Nami Searcher. We do get the Sampud. I don't want the Mary. Do we want to... I'll take it. I'll take it. Do we want to play it? 5. We'll have 6 Don. We could even develop the Rush Luffy afterwards. But then we won't have any Don open. So probably not doing that. We could develop the Zorajuro. It's really not bad. Do we draw a card? We still don't draw a card. It's kind of funny. Let's deploy it. We'll go Don -2. Restand 2. Gain 2. I don't mind just playing like the Chopper here and keeping maybe 3 Don open. So if that's what we want to do, we've got 1 more Don. Be nice if we can take this out, but I really don't think we can. This is just kind of here. We could probably get away with keeping 2 Don open. Let's go with another 6. I like these little 6s, because it's just 1 card. It's annoying. He takes. Okay. We probably can go with these Zorajuro and keep 2 open. Do we need to go with the Zorajuro? If he can get us a 2k, though, that's a big win, right? Let's take another card out of his hand. Like, do you have a 5th 2k? That'd be pretty crazy if you did. Be pretty crazy. This deck is, like, renowned for not playing that much counter. And if you giant and go down to, like, very little Don, I mean, even doing that and going down to Don is pretty bad. He's going to be on 8. We'll see what this gets him. Rush Luffy's always very, very scary. Does get the Rush Luffy. Okay, do we want to block her up? I think I'm going to go with Zorajuro here. We'll definitely take a 2k here. We've already got one of these. We'll take the Hachi. And then, I guess we'll buff. Oh. Never mind. This has just not been on live for us all game. It's kind of crazy. Online. On live? Online. So we're now equal, which is interesting. It's an interesting board state. We've got the Bargor online, which is pretty good. We can also do double giant this turn, which is going to cost us all of our Dons, but it's like... It's okay. We've got a lot of cards. He's got very few cards as well. Giant off the Nami. It's pretty good crap. Pretty good grab. This green Zoro is weird. I'm not sure how I feel about this in the matchup. I'm also not sure how I feel about him taking out our Nami earlier. Okay, Luffy, Taro, Pudding. Third Pudding. Zorojuro, sure, doesn't have it. It's nice though, at least we're not seeing the 6 cost Luffy come down. He's going to have 4 more Don to do whatever he likes with. I imagine he might start with 6 from lead. I think would be a reasonable place to start. And we'll give him 1k there. Because he's going to want to try and address board, because our board is fucking terrifying. Like, let's be real. This board is crazy. 9 to 7, and then there's this 9 to 7 again. Or we can just bargain with this, and then 2k, 1k out of the other one. We can even 2k, 2k, 1k. Because this is going to swing lead, or Zorojuro. We've got the counter. And then next turn we can just hold 2 up for double giants. Six into 6. Yeah, we'll go no on that one. Nine into 7. Yeah, we'll go no on that one. I'm going to say, I want to save my board, man. You used your core cards all game, now I'm using mine. Here we are, what a time to be alive. And he, wow, he has no dons open. Okay. Okie dokie, well, let's start with 8. Yeah, he has no dons open, we just win. Cool. Let's go with another 8. Yeah, and there's the game. I guess the Luna didn't do anything. Yeah, GG's. Yeah, the Luna didn't do anything because we did a good job of just establishing upright characters. You should have kept 2 open for these giants. Like, you could have survived another turn and then maybe gone for game with Luffy on our turn. Like, we know he's not getting it. Well, I mean, he could, but we've got double giants. It's not looking great. We've got double giants and I'm not taking life here. I'll swing with this, but I'm not taking life unless it's game. But yeah, weird one. Either way, GG's for our opponent. Nice to win a mirror. My first mirror, in fact. Got to give him to Usopp, and he chose first. Looking for that going merry, really. Is very, very good. Don't mind this hand, though. We've got double searches. Let's go with a keep. Yeah, double searches is really not bad. I'm kind of a fan. He's got the Corridor Coliseum. We get a Sandy Pudding off the top. Very, very nice. We don't have any 2Ks. Could just grab a giant for later. We'll probably see one, though. We'll see one of these later, for sure. I think we'll grab a 2K here. Yeah, I'll grab that there. Then we'll go with the Nami. Can't take this, can't take this, can't take this. So it's a 2K or a 6 cost. Well, we've already bottomed one. So let's take this one and then just pass it over here. Nothing too crazy. Next turn, I'm toying with the idea of going with the Nico Robin, right? The Nico Robin's really not bad. Because then it turns on our draw from Sandpud. Yeah, we'll take this one. No triggers. Would like to see the Going Merry. We've seen like 15. There's the Going Merry. Okay, we'll go with the Going Merry and the Nico Robin, I think, here. He will get to draw a card when we swing. But it is what it is. Yeah, and then if we let the Nico Robin die, not only do we get a search, but we also get a, we go down to 5 Don, and then we can do Sandpud for 5 and draw a card, which is pretty good, I think. We'll cycle that out. We get another 6 cost Luffy, not quite what I was looking for. And then we'll pass it over. So we'll see what he does here for 5. Probably Zoro, KO the Robin, and then swing 6. Which I might counter. We'll see. I might take, though. He hits 6 and then Zoro. If we just let this die, he doesn't get Zoro value. Do we just sack this off? Do you know what? I think we do. I think we do. Don't think I want another Zoro. Let's take a giant. That'd be nice later. And then 4 for Cav, maybe. 4 for Frankie, 4 for Cavendish. Who knows? 4 for Frankie. Seems good. Well, now, because we did it that way, we get the draw, which is always pretty good. We'll do Don -2. Restand 2. Game 1 back. We'll give this big cost. And then, do we want to play Chopper here? Could just hold 2 for Bargwa. It's not bad, although we're on 3 life, so Bargwa not live. Good thoughts. We'll go with the Chopper. We'll swing 7. What's this going to summon? This is going to summon Barto. If we swing 6, we can attack with the Nami into it. Let's go the 6. And if he wants to block and take the trade, then we can attack into the Barto with one of the Namis. At least. And if not, we can just play out like the... Okay, well, he's going to do the trade. Yeah, sure. Well, let's get a card out of him anyway. 3 on 3. He lets it go. That works for me. Deploy this, ramp up, end. We also need the Chopper gone, but this is 7 cost, which is pretty hard for him to interact with. And he indeed does not have the combo. Does have a... Oh, he's playing the new lore. That's exciting. Our new lore's pretty cool. I'm not sure how good it is, but it's pretty cool. So he can either choose to draw a card or make us trash. He chose to draw a card. 6 on 6, we'll go block resolve. Because this has got to go regardless. Cool. Right, 7 Don. We do not have any more Sanpuds, but we do have Zorojuro. We also have the Big Luffy. Big Luffy's not bad. I think I'm going to go with the Zorojuro, though. Here. And we'll see what we get off of that. We'll swing first with Sanpud, I think. He's not playing Raging Tiger, right? There's no way he's playing Raging Tiger. Let's hit him with a 7. Because this is like 2 cards. He's going to block 2. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. Let's do that. Well, there's the Sanpud. We can play it out as well. So we will. Turn those there. Dom -2. Restand 2. Game 1. So that's going to be 5. So we've got 1 Don for fun. We could swing another 7 into this lore. It'd be kind of funny. But I think we just swing another 7 at face. And then we'll go with the Sanpud. Wherever it's gone. There it is. Be interesting to see if he counters or finally takes a life. I imagine he'd counter this one. Yeah, gives to Barto and Rebecca. Not bad. Not bad at all. We know he has the 7 cost Rebecca. Maybe he'll have his Rebecca combo. We'll deploy this, draw a card. That's okay. Well, we'll buff the Zorojuro, seeing as he can always bounce one of these anyway. So yeah, we'll do it like that. I think that's what I'm going with anyway. Our board's looking pretty good. And we're getting up there in Dom. We're up to 8 next turn. Oh, we can do Luffy Tara into something. Oh, he's got the 6 cost Luffy. That's interesting. He just about has an... What does this one do? On play and on KO, give something plus 2,000 for the turn, and it's a blocker. Bizarre. 9 into 7. We've got to trash a card. I don't think we need 2 of these. Although, does this Luffy Taro just suck? This Luffy Taro might just suck. Then I'll give him 2-1 here. This lore probably doesn't attack, but if it does, we do have another 2k. We'll give the Uso Hachi, I think, here. And we'll give the Robin blocker. Next turn, we need to leave some Dons up for events. That goes without saying. 7, yeah, sure. Chopper or 2k? It's only for the turn, yeah, sure. I think I'm going to give the 2k because we might play out the Chopper towards the end of this turn. We're going to have a lot of Don to work with. I mean, there's another one. This is at 7. This is at 5. This is a blocker. I do want to take out this Luffy. This Luffy's pretty annoying. This is only effects, yeah. Let's go 9 into it. An 8. We're going to get 5 back if we play out this hood. I think we're in a really strong spot here. I really do. We'll see what he does with this. If he wants to block and sack off his blocker, that's fine. Yeah, he draws a card. So we play this out. We're going to have 5 Don. We can do a bunch more swings into this. I do want this gone. I also kind of want this Riku Doldo gone. But on KO, it does get 2,000 power, so that's worth noting. We can't do that. So we do this. Play over that. Draw a card. Another one of those Luffys. That's not terribly useful. We'll do Don -2. We stand 2. Game 1. Game 1. Game 1. Oh, we're actually on 6 Don. Incredible. I think I'm going to go 11 into it. No, we'll go 9, because we can do some 7s as well. Yeah, let's do another 9. See if he's got another 2k and a 1k. He does? Okay. Do you have another 1k? He does? What do you think? Do you think this last card's a 1k, chat? Surely it's not a 2k. Surely it's not a 2k. Ah, it wasn't. Let's go. Is this online? We'll find out. It is. We'll pass it over there. We've got a giant. We've got 3 life. I think we just win from here. He's got, like, fuck all cards. Honestly, yeah. I'll just take. It's fine. We can use our giant to defend our units. 6 on 6. I don't know about that one. He's on this. Rebecca Gaming. Wow. What a time to be alive. She has a Barto and a Law in hand. Well, we're finally going to deal some damage, likely. And I'll probably take out this Riku Doldo. Riku Dildo the 3rd. Yeah, let's get rid of him. Let's get rid of him. We'll go with one of these Luffys this turn. I'll probably just play out the Mary, just to cycle it out. You want to, like, sack off all your blockers to save this, man? I really don't mind. I'll just go another turn. We're in absolutely no danger. We've got 1 Gorillion counter. I'll happily leave, like, 3 or 4 Dons up as well. It's the fact that this does... Yeah, then he just leaves. This does Don -2, and then you draw 3 back. Fucking bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Game versus Black Luffy, and I know Kadi Kaizoku's been shilling this deck a lot lately. Let's take first so we can sand put on curve. This ain't too bad. This ain't too bad. We've got a draw and a search. We'll start with the draw, obviously. And the turn. Nothing crazy there. Hopefully we get it off this search. Oh, he's playing the 1000 Sunny. Interesting. And puts a Don on his leader for mostly no reason. Let's go with this. See what we get. There's the Sandpud. That is what we were looking for. Turn those there. Then I guess we'll swing 7. Just take a life out of him and the turn. So the card we have to be scared of is the Sanji, but because we've got the Going Merry on the board, and there's another one, it's less scary. Okay, Kuzan is scary, though. Kuzan is scary. I think we still do the simple play, right? I don't think there's any reason to do anything else too crazy. Don -2, restand 2, game 1. Buff this to 7. Then we'll swing 7. If he has the 5-cost Sanji, then he will be able to pop this. But we've got another one. And the next time we can do like Pudding plus Juro. Does he have the Sanji? Looks like he does. He does have the Sanji. Very nice. We need to block with this. There we go. So this has got to go, obviously. This is a nice hand, though. Good hand. He's at 6. We're at 7. Which is a shame we're not going to get our draw. But it is what it is. We'll go with this. Don -2. 1, 2. Sorry. Brain fart. Game 1 active. This does have to go. Realistically. How much am I willing to invest into it, though? Probably only a 7, honestly. Because I do want to develop Zorajura as well. And he will probably save this, which is a bit of a bummer. But, I don't know. I don't think we want to invest too heavily into getting rid of this. And just not build board. Because if this Zoroark gets us like another Sampud, whoa, okay, I'm thrilled. That is mega. Let's go with this. We're going to 8 next turn. We could do Luffy, Taro, Zoroark. It's really not that bad. Giant's good to have, though. I don't mind going with Juro into something next turn, so let's go with the Giant. Turn those, end the turn. Does that Garp get rid of this? It might do. That Garp might get rid of this. I can't remember the exact text on it. We'll take, though. We'll use that trigger. We can't grab this, so we'll just take a Nami. Does that Garp get rid of our guy? Looks like it's not Garp regardless. 7 for Jack. 7 for Sengoku. Okay, brings back Kuzan. Annoying. We'll give it 2k here. I don't go too low. Sengoku's very, very good. But so's our deck. Let's go with Zoroark. There's another Sampud. Very nice. We'll take that for sure. Just got to keep up the aggression. I do want to take out this Kuzan, though. Let's see if we can get it. He's got 10 cards. That's bonkers. That is bonkers. Everything in his deck just says draw card, I guess. It's pretty good. 1, 2. 1, 2. Game 1. We'll go with this. Draw a card. 2 there. Not bad. I think we'll go 7-7. Try and get rid of this Kuzan. Let's go 7 with lead. It's like this lead is at 6k, so us attacking into a 5k is kind of beneficial anyway. Like, not really, but kind of. We'll see if he wants to save it. It's going to cost him 2k, 1k, 1k if he does. Which I think is quite reasonable. Maybe this is a decent answer to Green Purple Luffy. I haven't actually watched the Kadi Kaizoku video yet. But we'll see. We'll see where this guy goes. Nope, lets it go. I mean, that's a dub in my book. Don't really want to turn this sideways. Happy to keep one up for Giant. I'm somewhat happy. Don't really want to go down to 5 Don, but kind of is what it is. Could swing another 7. Just try and get a card out of him. It would just get blocked and munted. We've got 2k, 2k, 1k. I think we'll just pass. We'll use this, of course. We'll buff this one and then just end the turn. Yeah, I think that's fine. We'll just leave this up and leave 1 for the Giant. I don't want to Giant, but if we have to, we have to, right? It is what it is. I can't remember. I think that Garp hits a 7, right? That 8-cost Garp. I believe he hits a 7. This Sengoku's great, though. Bringing back Kuzan and drawing a card off that. Nuts. And of course, it's 7-7 blocker, which is, who knew, pretty good. We'll give up the Searcher here. That's fine. Don't mind that at all. Is he going to swing again? With Leader, maybe? Sengoku got hands? Who knows? We're going 9 into 7. I'll go no on that one. Ditch. Probably the Zoroark. I want to keep this Luffy. I think we'll need him at some point. Although we could just draw another one. I don't think we're using him this turn. It's not bad. Couple K. Nothing too crazy, but another Sengoku. Bring back another Kuzan. Okay, is this Sengoku's not got hands either. None of these Sengokus want to swing. It's crazy. Well, we don't have any more Sanji Puddings. We are equal, so we can buff one of these. And then just play out another Going Merry, potentially. I think we do have to still try and keep taking out these Kuzans. This Kuzan just makes his KOs very, very easy. Let's hit him with a simple 7 on 5. See what he does with that. He's not given us much counter at all. He's just drawn 1,000 cards, which is kind of gross. It's gone. This guy's hand like 100 bricks or something. So why are we letting the Kuzans go? I don't understand. I don't really understand. I think we're looking to do a bunch of 7s here. We've got to play something. We'll play the Zoroark, I guess. Although we could do like 7-7, play out one of these blockers and then do it that way. It's kind of okay. Yeah, let's do another 7. I'll do 7 with Zorajuro. I don't care about the Sanji. I'd rather just get pressure at face. And while 7 is, yes, just a 2k, it has to be at least 7 because of these blockers. It's got block. This guy just must not have any 2ks, right? He just must not have any 2ks. That's the impression I'm getting. Right? I'm really tempted to go 8 and Sengoku. This guy's got a 2k, he's been baiting me like the whole game, but I'm going to do this, and this might seem very weird, but yeah, and he can see it's okay, he had no 2ks. He wants a rematch. Sure, yeah, that was a an interesting game to be sure. He chose second. He wants the Kuzan on 4, obviously. I don't like that hand. I mean, that's... Okay. I see. We got the 1000 Sunny, sure. I think we're going digging this turn. This hand is absolute wank. Wow. Holy. Okay, well, let's go with another stage. Let's go with the when you're at sea. We'll take a 2k there. Yeah. Swing 5. He'll take, I imagine. Yep. Then we'll go with the Nami. Ah, damn it. No pudding. Well, we'll take Juro because that is the next best play. It's not a good play. We'll pass it over there. Yeah, that's a bummer. We'll take this one. Pudding. No luck. 4 for Kuz. Yes, very nice. Yeah, we still don't get it. That's a shame. Probably not using leader effect this turn. I don't really want to just return 2 Don for no reason. Although we could just bounce the chopper off that. It's probably the best line, think about it. Yeah, it's probably the best line. We'll go with this. Get the Sandpud for next turn. Very nice. Use this. Don -2. Restand 2. Don't get any active, sadly. We'll buff this to a 6 cost. I think I'll just swing 6. Because I do want to burn another Searcher. We'll use the when you're at sea. Go with this. Okay, that's pretty good. And then we'll go with the Chopper. And the turn. So back on 4. It wasn't a great turn, but it was a turn. This Chopper's obviously got to go. But it is what it is. Six Don, we'll see if he's got the Sanji, right? If he's got the Sanji, he's got the Sanji. And I didn't mention this last game, but there's arguments here, right? If he just limp swings with the Kuz and does, for example, -4 Zorajuro, there's a very... And we don't block. I want this Chopper gone, man. I need this guy fucking gone. What if he doesn't swing with a Kuz? I don't think he's going to swing with a Kuz. I think we just block and let that die, because we need that off the board. Like, we fundamentally need that gone. I don't understand that swing. That swing was very, very weird. What I was about to say is you limp swing the Kuz -4 here, and then just don't swing with leader, so the Chopper's on the board, because the Chopper deactivates our leader effect. Sure. What is this for 6? Sakazuki? Sure. Okay. I'm not gonna question it. I mean, that's pretty good, but like, seriously? Is that what we're doing? I guess we are. I'm kind of need Kuzan gone again, but hey, it is what it is. We'll deploy this, draw a card. Very nice. We are equal, so we can use this now. We'll do this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. I'm probably going to go with the Chopper. I do really want this Kuzan gone, so I think we'll just go like this. It's 5. Hopefully he doesn't have 2 2Ks. If he does, well, it's kind of tough, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, this board state's not looking good for us. Can't lie. Don't like it. The 3 verse Hum Arrow Notch cut is just kind of bad though, right? Unless I'm missing something. And it only worked because it was a Zorajuro. If it was a Sandpud, it's at 7. The Kuzan brings it down to 3, and the 3 verse Hum doesn't do anything. Yeah, his card seems pretty mid. We'll see what he's got here. 7 for another Sengoku, maybe, if it was the same as last game. Don't know. Don't really know. Funny that this is a 5 cost because of the stage and the effect. Okay, Jack. Jack. Oh, you kind of want to leave this on the board, man. I can't lie. You kind of want to leave this on the board. Yeah, it'll take. No tricks. No trigs. We're going to go Luffy Taro into Sampud here. I think that seems pretty cracked. Kind of want to attack this Jack, but yeah, it is what it is. The Jack lives, the Jack lives. We are on equal footing, but I'd rather buff this one. Six cost, not bad. Let's go Don -2, restand 2, gain 2, absolutely fucking broken. Let's buff this one, because that one's the one that you can't attack. 5 Don remaining. And we could play out a Robin. We could leave one up for the Gum Gum Giant. I kind of like to kill this Jack. Don't love using the Giant this turn, I can't lie, because we're on such low Don count. We're only on 7. Maybe we cycle out the Merry for 1. I'm going to hit him 6 on 6, hoping that he counters. Because then I'm going to divert into the Jack, I think. I'm going to do a 10. And then we'll play the Merry, hold 1 up. Maybe we'll play the Merry first. We'll see what he does with his 6. And see what he does with his 6. Because there's lots of different choices he can make here. He's going to give us a Rebecca. That's a nice one to get rid of. I think I will try and clear this Jack. Based on the fact he didn't save the coups earlier, I get the feeling he's just not playing many 2Ks. I'm tempted to go 11. We can actually just go full 12 here. Full 12 almost certainly clears the Jack. Yeah. Let's just go full 12. I doubt he saves this. If he does save this, he's got piss all cards, so it's fine. He's thinking about countering here. He does have it. Interesting. That is interesting. Yeah, I don't want a Giant this turn, right? Because we're on... fuck all Don. He did have 2 2s. Wonder why he didn't save the Kuzan. Maybe he doesn't value it in this matchup. I'm not sure. What other card are you giving us? Another 2K? Sengoku, sure. It's really nice that that's a 1K. And then we'll pass it over. This cost gets crazy. This is like a 12 cost, right? When he puts Don on his leader. That's hilarious. Got to clear this Jack next turn, though. His Jack's got to go. Some of this shit's got to go anyway. Unless I'm just misunderstanding this deck and you're supposed to just bang everything at face and see what happens, but I feel like they're... Like, if he takes the 6, yeah, I'll go at face again and I'll, like, play out a Ron blocker. Get him down to 2. But where he countered the 6, I'm like, you want to give me 3 cards to save the Jack? I think that's fine. I think that is fine. Because, like, most he can remove is one thing, right? Because the Garp, I believe, KOs a 7, so he could remove the Luffy Taro or the Sandpud. And then that's 8 Don, so he's got 2 Don left. He can't remove anything with the Jack. Okay, Rebecca's going to grab a 6-cost Robin. That does not proc, does it? Oh, because Jack exists, of course. Genius. Okay, but the Jack is now tapped. He trashed a Kuzan, so he had at least 1 brick. Interesting. I think this has got to go, obviously. Let's buff up the cost of this, because I'm probably going to play this out anyway. Yeah, let's play this out. Bargwa, not quite what I was looking for. I think we're going to go with the 6-cost Luffy this turn. So if you want to play 6 for that, we could go 10 into Jack. That's a pretty simple play. He can block, most likely, but we're going to go 10 again. Make no mistake. After we play out this Luffy... Excuse me, my voice fell off. Yeah, after we play out this Luffy, we'll... Yeah, he's going to block. Seems sensible to me. We'll go with this. Go Don -2. Send back these ones, I guess. Restand, restand. Okay, 1. So we do need to put all 3 on if we want to do 10, but it's kind of bad, but it's kind of fine. I can't gamble on a 9, right? No, I don't think so. Surely this gets it. If his 2 cards are fucking 2k, 1k, then man, that would suck. Oh, they were. Sugar. It's not great. Well, at least we get him down. Oh, I should have done this first. We'll buff up the cost of the 6 cost Luffy. Yeah, at least we get him down to 2. So we can, like, meaningfully push for game potentially next turn. But it's all going to depend on what he got off those 3 cards. Wow, didn't expect that. After he let that Kuzan go super early game, I just thought his hand was bricks, but it turns out it was all 2Ks. That's crazy. That's crazy. Because the Rebecca grabbed the Robin, so we didn't know anything really. This combo clears something on board. If he has a Garp, he can clear something else. It's getting spooky, man. Can't lie. It's getting spooky. And we've got, like, no playable characters in hand, which sucks. So if we can defend these, we obviously need to. We've got a lot of 2Ks. But yeah, just, like, no playable characters. Maybe I should have done the Gamma Knife. That probably was the play, wasn't it? I was supposed to do the Gamma Knife. Sugar. Oh well, what's done is done. I didn't even think about it. That'd have been a really good play. We could just minus this down to 3. Shit. We just saved so much Don. That's a mega misplay. Wowee. What did he minus down? He minus down the Secret Luffy. Yeah, that's kind of the one that's got to go. He probably just taps the Jack for that. So he won't... He might be able to attack big again. With his leader, maybe. Yeah, that'll get it. That will get it. And then this KOs this. Okay, he's in a good spot here, I think. We need something good off the top. That's pretty fucking good. That is pretty fucking good. Trashed another Kuz. Well, I'm not going to make the same mistake again. I'm going to Gamma Knife this Jack. Yeah, make a mistake once. You know, it is what it is, but we don't make the same mistake twice. That's terrible. Turn 2, restand 2. So this is at 6, just go 6 into 3. Lets it go. I don't want this gone. Let's try a 9. Lets it go. Cool. Do we want to restand this? We very well could. I wonder if I could have gone for game here. I probably should have gone for game there. Never mind. I think we'll just keep 3 up for these so we can just defend our dudes. We'll just go... we'll use this first. And then attack 7 on 5. No effect. Then we'll end the turn. Yeah, I should have probably gone for game there. Mistakes. Mistakes. But it's fine. We're learning. We're learning how this matchup goes. And it's felt pretty good so far. Even I've made like 2 massive mistakes. That you're not using that Gamma Knife on the Jack on the last turn was crazy. That was just such a big mistake. Absolutely bonkers. Well, we got 3 up. We can do this Bargua, give something 4k. We've got Giant for a cycle. We're kind of just fine. We're kind of living. And then next turn, we do just go for game. Without a doubt. Unless he can remove this. If he can remove this, maybe we can't go for game, but we'll see. Are they just not playing the Garb? I've not seen that Garb in 2 games. Either he's not drawing it or they're not playing it, and I'm not sure which is correct. Playing a lot of Kuzans though. Seen a lot of those. Don't know about that 3 verse hum arrow notch cut either. That seems pretty bad. It's not even searchable. It's all my Rumbar Pirates. Surely ref. Surely, ref. Come on, brother, hurry up. We'll make a cut here. He came back and he conceded. Yeah, he didn't really have a way to get rid of anything there. He could Laboon Sulu, but no, it's still a 2 cost. Like, he could do that. No, he can't quite get there. He can't quite get there. Either way, GG to your opponent. Let's move on. So, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed those games. Just a couple of caveats to talk about. There's nobody playing ranked in EB02 format at the minute. Everyone's playing OP10, which is totally fair. They've all got regionals, right? But that does mean that this is just regular sim, so I can't guarantee the quality of my opponents. And even on regular sim, there's not that many people playing this format. So, you know, if you see people making misplays, we're all new to these cards. I'm new too. I'm making misplays. But hey, we're here. Also, there's a ton of different builds of this guy. They're all fundamentally very similar. But there's other tech cards you can include. For example, we'll cover a couple here. You can play the 4-cost Zoro. This one, it rests a guy and then can attack immediately, which is pretty cool. And you can also play the Electrical Luna. This is really nice for Mirror specifically. If your opponent gets too crazy and just rests their entire board, well, you can just freeze it. Seems good. This buys you like an entire turn, which is just game winning in the Mirror. Also can be decent into things like Dofi. They've got a big wide board, you can just freeze it. Again, can be just absolutely game winning. But this is unsearchable, and space is tight. There's a lot of cards I wanted to include. I went with this build to start. Might include this going forwards. We'll just have to see. But either way, with all that said, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hope you have a lovely rest of your day.